Hi you guys, my name's Sarah. This is my YouTube channel, Stitching by Sarah. This is a video podcast channel about cross stitch. If you are returning, I want to thank you so very much for coming back. I really appreciate you guys coming back. And if you are new to my channel and you're into cross stitch, I hope you hang around and see what my video is about. And let you know, last 2 weeks ago, I had said that once I hit 250, which I was only one away, so I figured I'd probably get at least one subscriber in the 2 weeks, which I did. I said I'd do a giveaway, and I will do the giveaway towards the end of my video. I'll tell you guys all later at the end of the video if you're interested about what's been going on the last 2 weeks. As I predicted, it's been a busy 2 weeks. I did get some stitching done. I've got some haul. I'm pretty good compared to what I normally do when I go out to other shops and stuff. And you're gonna really enjoy what my featured FFO is. My featured FFO is a birthday present. So my husband and I went to Fredericksburg last weekend to celebrate my birthday, and we like to go to antique shops just to see what they have. And we went down to Kerrville to see what the town was like, because I've heard people talk about Kerrville, and so we just wandered down there and we found an antique shop. It looks like they dealt with a lot of estate sale stuff. And as we were checking out, hanging behind the register is Miss Agusta Brow Platt from 1943. She stitched it on linen. See, right there's her initials. And then this is 1934, sorry. That's the year she made it. And on the back is her name, Agusta Brow Platt from White Plains, New York. It says, "Where we love is home, home that our feet may leave, but not our hearts. The chains may lengthen, but never part." I looked on Ancestry trying to see if I could see anything about Miss Agusta Brow Platt, and I saw some brows up in the White Plains, New York area. It said they came from Germany. So it doesn't surprise me, because that area is pretty big on German culture. A lot of German immigrants came there. So I don't know if she lived in White Plains and then moved down here to this area or to that area, or if after she passed, one of her relatives got her stitching. But I love it. Love that house. It's so cute. Oh, sorry, all the glare there. So that is my birthday present from my husband. I don't know about you guys, but if you're around my age or older, and someone asks you what you want for your birthday, you're like, I don't know, because you probably have what you want, and if you don't have what you want, you have the ability to go out and buy what you want. So when we were in the antique store and I saw that, and I said to my husband, "You're buying that for me for my birthday." And like a good guy, he did. So that is my featured FFO. I love it. Can't wait. Oh, I have to get the back fixed. The paper is coming off. So I don't know if a professional framer can somehow salvage that, or if they can somehow salvage her name in the White Plains so that we can keep it on the back, so that we can keep her name with her stitching. So that's my birthday present. Okay, I have no FFOs, I have no finishes, I have a little bit of stitching, so let me start with that. First is Crooked Crown by Erica Michaels. This pattern actually comes with 40 count gauze, silk gauze to stitch on. I did not want to do that, so I picked a fabric. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at now. I finished some more of the words and I started coloring in the crown there. So my goal has been this last 2 weeks is try to get stuff that are close to done, work on them to try to get some finishes, trying to get some credit in the Stitch from Stash group. And when you finish things, you get, you know, imaginary money to add to your imaginary account. So I've been trying to work on things that I can get a finish with so that I can get some more credit to make up for what I've spent this last 2 weeks. Let's see, next is Lighthouse Alphabet. This is from Treetrunk Designs. This is a chart from 1996, so this is no longer in print, I'm assuming. This pattern was gifted to me from another stitcher. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at now. So in the Facebook group, WIPGO, this month's numbers were called, and this was one of the numbers. I can't tell you right now what number it is. This is kind of like a drive-by video. I'm not showing you a lot of stuff, but this was one of the numbers that was called, and it was to finish at least one lighthouse. So I started working on U, and that's what I have done so far. So it's for Umpqua River, Oregon. If you're from that area and I pronounced it wrong, I'm so very sorry. So that's where I'm at there. So this is using 14 or 16 count aida, and it's called for DMC. Okay. Next is, oh, come on. I thought I'd work on some Paula Vaughan. This one is Love Songs. This is my oldest WIP, or a work in progress. This is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where I'm at now. You probably can't tell where I've done very much because basically all I did was back stitching. So let me bring it closer. I did the back stitching on that flower, on that over there, and some, did that back stitching, can't even, right there, over there. And let's see, some of the yellow, the purple. There were a couple stitches that were missing over on the side here that I did put in. But that's what I've been working on. So I'm trying to get a page finished done on this. So this is just back stitching. I think that I have left to do on that page. So hopefully I can get that done. You may see all of these or a lot of these again next time we visit. Let's see. I'm trying to prevent things from falling down here. Okay. And you know, I stitch whatever I want to stitch whenever I want to stitch it. So I was stitching on Wee Santa from 2018. So I thought he was small. I might be able to get a finish. He's actually bigger than I thought he was. So this is where Wee Santa was last time you saw him. And this is where Santa is now. I believe I filled in his jacket and started his pants, and I put hands on them. and his little stick that his owl is going to be on. So there's Wee Santa. This is on 32 count putty linen, and I'm using thought I had a list. I think I'm using some of the called for, but not all. I think I pulled some of them out of my stash. Wonder where that is. I'll have to find my little paper that says what color I'm using. So that's a Wee Santa. Next is monthly markings. This is where monthly markings was last time you saw it. And this is where we're at now. I got more of the border in, and I put in the first border. There's a mistake in the border already, but I'm gonna fudge it. I'm missing a green stitch. So when I started my my first little square for January, I was going by the markings on the pattern, not even thinking that maybe I may have miscounted. And then I counted my first row, and of course there was like only 29 instead of 30, so I'm like, oh, dang it all. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to fudge it. I'm going to put an extra stitch in. See that row of green border there? I'm just going to put an extra stitch there and fudge it that way. I wasn't going to rip everything out. I am using the floss pack from Fat Corner Shop that Kimberly Jolly put together based on the way she made it. But I don't like some of her colors, so I'm actually deviating from what she had picked out. She has aqua as her border for her months. I wanted to stick to the brown. I like the brown, so I went in my stash and pulled out a brown that I thought would work. I had actually put one brown in and it was too dark, so I tore that out and put this lighter one in. So I like it. The fabric is a 14 count? I think it's 14 count Twilight Dyed Effects by Fabric Flare. Fabric Flare is that fabric where it's printed on one side and not on the other. And you can see all the gray on the white on that. So I think it's going to be pretty together. So that is everything that I've stitched. To me, it doesn't seem like much for 2 weeks. Some floss. I'm not sure who it belongs to. I'll set it aside. Doesn't seem like a lot for me for 2 weeks, but there were days that I didn't even pick up any stitching. So I guess it is what it is. Right now, life is busy. So let me get to my haul. So when my daughter and I were up in Fort Worth, I had intentions of stopping at Stitch Niche up in Arlington. I think it's Arlington. But up there, and I actually forgot to stop on our way home. We were leaving the Cowgirl Museum and we went to find some lunch, and it happened to be on the road that we're coming back on. So once we got done with lunch, I just jumped in the car and headed home, not even thinking to stop at the cross stitch store. So I could have had more. First of all, my color and cotton fabric or floss of the month came in. So I get the all skeins or all colors, 5 skeins. And this is the colors for this month. I haven't even pulled them out. So the first one is Twinkle. Second is Armor. Third is Cupid. I like that color. Fourth is Cherry Fizz. And the fifth, oh, that's pretty too, is Parlor. I don't know if you can see the variegation. They're pretty. Okay, so next is I went to Samplers and Stitching up in Montgomery. I've been there a couple of times. Initially, I had called Caroline and asked her to get me some floss for a couple projects that I was doing. One of the projects is I'm going to try my hand at needlepoint. First one was the Cleopatra's Heart. I needed some floss for that because I had a lot of specialty flosses. And the second one, I think it was for this one. I think I asked her to get the floss for Michael's Prayer. I believe that's what that was for. I think that's why I have that pulled out here. So for Michael's Prayer, this is the floss. She got that all for me. And then she's had some trouble getting some of the floss for the Cleopatra's Heart. But she got me some of the Karen Color watercolors. And then these are called compliments. I'm just going to leave them in there. This is the colors. Colorcompliments.com. And she said they're a Canadian company. So that goes with my Cleopatra's Heart. And then while I was there, I got some giveaways, some things for giveaway. So I'll show you them in a little bit. And I had called Caroline and said, Hands-On Design has a new chart out. Can you get it for me? So she did. So I got the Let's Talk Quilting. Absolutely. I love this. I don't know why I wasn't all that thrilled about the cross stitch. Let's Talk Stitching or cross stitch or whatever it was. But I absolutely love this one. So she got that for me. I just picked that up today. Okay, now on my trip to Fredericksburg, every time we go to Fredericksburg, I got to stop over in Comfort, Texas, and stop at the Tinsmith's Wife. She has so many charts, and she has a wide variety of fabrics to choose from, and you should see her floss and fiber selection is unreal. She also has a lot of yarn there for like crocheting and stuff. So she's got a really nice store. So every time I'm in that area, I got to stop. And it's no different this time. But I was good. I was really good. I only spent $100 at her place. So for me, that is really good. So there was one color that Caroline could not get. Get out of there, Leah. Sorry, talking to the dog. There was one color that Caroline couldn't get from Leah. Stop. one color that Caroline couldn't get from Witchelt. It was on back ordered. So I thought, well, I'm sure Wendy at Tinsmith's Wife could, I'm sure she probably had it, and she did. She had Evergreen by Karen Watercolors. Oh, this is Wildflowers. Yeah, that matches my shirt. Didn't even need to notice. So I'm all kitted up to start my needlepoint through the EGA. So I'm gonna start working on that. And every time I'm there, I gotta pick up some fabric because her fabric is awesome. So I think they're all fat quarters. I got 32 count vintage. Colors. Let's see. Does that help any? Not really, but it's a light. Let me turn this light off, see if that helps. Not really. Oh, it's just one of those days. So that's 32 count vintage. Oh, vintage maritime white. That's what it's called. And let's see. Then I got 32 count straw flower. This looks like it's a fat 1/8. So I don't have a lot of neutral colors. So this is straw flower. And then I love me some doubloon. I thought I would try some 40 count, just so I can say that I've tried it. So that's perfect. Picture This Plus doubloon. I love Picture This Plus fabric. And then of course she had a Mirabilia that I didn't have, so I had to grab a Mirabilia. This one is Winter in My Garden. Okay, and several weeks ago, I guess it was towards the end of January, BeStitchMe had their Friday night fight nights on Facebook, which is where I think her name's Brandy, puts lots of fabrics up for sale, and the first person that says "me please," they win it. So you know, I saw the sneak peek on Facebook and I'm like, gosh, I need some of them. So I put my name in for several, and I won. On Saturday, let's see, Friday nights is the fight night. And then Saturday she does giveaways to everybody who's purchased through either the Friday night fight nights or through her website. You can be a part of the giveaway, and I won in the giveaway, and I am actually gonna give away that giveaway to you guys. So first one is 22 count. There's no name or anything to it. It's like a gray. It's a lot like that fabric flare. Well, not quite. I thought it was, but it isn't. It's a gray and white. So with Michael's Prayer, I had initially decided that I was going to do it with this Coffee Club, but I think it's too dark, and when I saw this I'm like, oh yes, I've got to have that. So that 22 is what I'm going to be doing Michael's Prayer on. And then look at this one. This one's called Love Potion. This is a 32 count opalescent Lugana. Look at that. Oh, you can see that shining too, can't you? Isn't that just pretty? I love it. And then I have a 20 count no name opalescent that I also picked up. All right, Just Cross Stitch magazine came in. I love those hydrangeas. Absolutely love them. There's a lot of good patterns in here. I was drooling all the way through the magazine. Let's see what else I can show you guys. Oops, there it is. This is one of my other favorites, that one. Those are the three that I like the most. So I've got a stitch out of that. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know that Hands-On Design every January, February, she does a free chart that I guess is a dedicated to her husband as an anniversary present. And you have to get it through her website or her newsletter. I got her newsletter. And so I followed the link and I got her free chart. It says, wear love everywhere you go. So if you like that, you need to go to Hands-On Design, and I think you need to be a subscriber to her newsletter in order to get that. And speaking of another newsletter, I got the Sassy Jacks newsletter, and they had a free chart in there called Stitch Red with Sassy Jack, and it has a squirrel. So I followed the links, and it takes you to their actual to their shopping area. And so while I was there, I figured if I'm in their shopping area, I might as well order from them. So as a thank you for them giving out that free design, I ordered the Victorian house by Nora Corbett. This is my first Nora Corbett. I have a lot of Mirabilias, but this is my first Nora Corbett. I thought that house was very pretty. And then this 1831 brick house by Tree of Life Samplings. So, a couple new charts there. And that's it. That's all my goodies that I've bought. All right. Let's see. Next we'll do giveaways. So in order to win a giveaway, I would prefer that you're a subscriber, since this is because I've hit over 250 subscribers, which to me I think is a lot. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. So if you're a subscriber, please be at least 18 years of age so that you can legally give me your name. These are small enough that I will send them to anywhere in the world. So if you're over in England and you want it, just say the magic word, and if I pull your name, I'll send it out to you. All right, so these patterns are from my friend up in Simplers and Stitchin', Caroline. She gave me a nice discount because I said that I'm giving them to you guys. So the first one is Lizzie Kate. She believes she could. And in order to win this chart, say the word in your comments, write the word believe, and I'll scroll it right here so you can know how to spell it. And please don't say free or giveaway in your comments, okay? Because I guess there's trolls out there that when they'll do a search for those words and then they'll swoop in and try to win, and then it doesn't go to people who will actually stitch them. The next one is another Lizzie Kate. I love this one. We're not gossiping, we're networking. So in order to win this one, you need to say the word gossip. And then this was my my giveaway win from BeStitchMe. It is 14 count Old Man Winter. I thought since I got the winter box that has the Old Man Winter fabric, I got it in a 32 count. I thought since I already had this, I would share this with you guys. So if you are interested in the 14 count Aida by BeStitchMe called Old Man Winter, say or write in your comment the word winter. Okay, so winter, gossip, believe. And in 2 weeks, I will pull winners and let y'all know who won. So I believe that is everything stitching related. Now, for all y'all who want to hang around and hear about what's been going on the last 2 weeks, hang around. If you're not interested, I'll see you in 2 weeks. So let's see. We went to Fort Worth with my daughter. We had a good time. She really enjoyed the Cowgirl Museum up there in Fort Worth. She said that was her favorite. So Sierra and I spent a night away and had some fun at the stockyards. If you are ever in the Fort Worth area, you like history, go to the stockyards. We took the walking tour and it was only like an hour and a half, and we got to sit down at the end of it. It was really good. I didn't realize all those bricks were originally from when when they bring the cows up the Chisholm Trail. That's part of the Chisholm Trail. So that was pretty cool. And then my husband and I went to Fredericksburg for last weekend. Last year when we were there, we had to hightail it home before the big freeze that ruined everybody's pipes and everything down here and gave snow. This year it was really nice weather, so we went to several antique shops. We went down to Comfort, and I got me some wine. I love some of the wine up there. So, and house related news. So my walls are all bare because I'm packing up like crazy. We're gonna sign for our house next Thursday, and this is going far too smooth. I am waiting for there to be a big we have sold the house that we're in now. We have 30 days that we can finish packing up and moving out, so that's a good thing. And our new place, we've got 3 acres. The house size is pretty comparable to what we have, but we'll also have a detached garage where we can put our fun little vehicles, and there'll be lots of room for our dog Leah, to run around and torment the squirrels and the rabbits and chase deer if they happen in our yard. I'll put a couple pictures here for my family and friends who want to see what the new place looks like. All right, guys, so I won't be here next week because we'll definitely be busy packing up the house and everything. Hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks, but I may be at the point where we're actually moving, so I don't know. So if I'm not here in 2 weeks, don't worry. I'll get to you as soon as I can. And who knows, maybe next time that I come, I'll be for my new house. So I hope you all have a good couple of weeks, and I hope you all stay safe. Bye.